Welcome to the Shit Apple Podcast, where we take a big bite out of daily life, chew on its absurdity, and serve it back with a side of questionable wisdom. Hey, life can be messy. We might as well make it entertaining.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Shit Apple Podcast. We're going to do a little recap of the weekend. We took Stephanie of all trades out for her birthday, did a little birthday celebration. We have been putting some of those pics on social media. So if you haven't had a chance to check those out, when we were out and about, we were talking about some upcoming content. You know, we always do like a working meeting when we're hanging out.
Because it's a write-off.
Yeah, we don't have any cash flow or incoming, but we just call everything a write-off.
Well, right now we have gotten a couple people reach out to
about sponsors. Yeah. So that's been exciting, but more to come on that later.
I'm looking at you, Elon Musk.
Oh.
I'm looking at you, Discount Tire.
We can help you look better.
We want some national brands. Anyway.
Yeah, Discount Tire might guess after this one.
Oh, yeah. That's what you bought Ryan for his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Discount Tire.
Big shout out, Discount Tire.
You know what? Also, Discount Tire, he's the richest man in Arizona.
By the way,
Yeah.
the wife used to come into the salon all the time, and she had her driver and her van that was like decked out, you know, like one of those
like a
vans.
like a
She would like
van?
nap on
Like a Sprinter van?
like a
like a minivan
like a
or like a
Sprinter van,
tour bus.
But you know those like fancy ones where it's like a living room in the
Yeah.
back. It's like
A
she's
motorhome?
chilling.
I think that's a Sprinter van. The
Yeah, it was like a
Mercedes.
Sprinter. Yes, it was the Mercedes Sprinter van.
okay.
And she used to come get her hair done, and she is rich, bitch.
Oh yeah.
She's
Very rich.
I'm Nene Leaks rich.
Rich, bitch. That's a Nene Leaks quote.
Okay. All right.
right,
So
sorry.
anyway, we were recapping. We just drove one car, you know, because we're green like that. And we decided to just on the way home, well, Shelly was driving us home because everyone else was drinking. Luckily, I have these mini penis tire
Luckily.
caps in my glove box. And we're going to tell
Wait, what do you have?
mini penis tire caps.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who carries mini penis tire caps?
I do.
Just in case, luckily, in case you need to prank somebody.
So you know me, pranks are always on the forefront of my brain.
They are.
I had gotten a Roche and Shelly a few weeks earlier. So Shelly just loves her Tesla. So I was like, what better accoutrement could the Tesla need than a little mini
I
penis
just figured
tire
it was
cap?
a boy. It was a boy
And,
Tesla.
and,
I've been
and
calling
for
her
your
Ruby.
information, they painted this picture of a little mini penis tire cap. It's not mini. It's not mini. It's bigger
well,
than
the
I
ones that
expected. That's what
she
she said. But it's
has-
bigger than expected.
So the first ones that I ordered were mini ones. I just came across them
Okay.
on Instagram, and those were mini because
Like half the size? What
half
are we
the
talking?
size and quite expensive. If you like, they were
Where'd
like
you get 'em?
Instagram, whatever. They were like $4 a penis cap, but then I used,
Jesus.
you know, that adds up.
I'm sorry. That sentence is awesome.
Yeah.
So then I, you know, took to Temu to just cross-reference and see what the prices were.
She's always cross-referenced.
I
She
know.
likes a deal.
You know I like
She
a
likes
deal. You know I'm a
and so do
cheapskate.
I. I'm a
cheapskate.
Maxinista.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a cheapskate. And so
Yeah,
for that
me
kind of
too.
stuff,
Sure.
I hate to pay something when I know I can get it cheaper somewhere else. Anyway, so I just ordered in bulk on Temu, and I had some in my glove box on
mini
Friday
penis
night,
caps.
but I had gotten Shelly and the kids and I drove over during, you know, spring break and put one on her car because I thought it was so hilarious. And
It's
then
funny.
a few days, a few hours later, she's like, did you put this on my
No,
car?
I think it was days. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I don't wash my car. I don't
And
take
Diana
good
was
care of the cars
slowly
I love.
dying inside, waiting.
That's the worst
Yeah.
part of a prank is having to wait, the anticipation of waiting till the prank is revealed. Anyway, so I got a Roche. A Roche did drive through the car wash with that penis tire cap, and the guy just left it on his dashboard.
Yeah.
That's
He
awesome.
just told us this
And
weekend.
Roche was like, what? Oh, my wife, she probably did that.
My wife, they're like,
Yeah,
yeah, right,
Diana.
your wife. Uh-huh.
More like your lover, your other lover. Anyway, so I got this wild hair to get them, and I just had them in my glove box, and I kind of forgot, but we were dropping Stephanie off, and we drove by this fellow family's house, and she parks outside. That's on her. So we put it right on her tire.
Yeah.
Yes, Diana spearheaded this mission.
Yes. And then when we were dropping.
she goes, let's put it on her tire, put one on her tire. And I go, we don't have any. And she goes, open up the glove box. And Stephanie opened up her glove box because I was driving Diana's car. And there's like 2 bags.
Well, there's a bag of black ones and neon. I was
Neon.
mixing it up this time.
Yeah.
Because the black kind of blends into the
It
tire,
does.
but the neon.
The neon was hilarious.
It stands out. I wonder
Yeah.
if it glows in the dark.
I just want
Oh.
like Diana to get arrested and they search her car and they're like, what's going on here?
They're like, you got fart spray, you got all kinds of
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I just love a good prank. Anyway, so
And then we dropped Tiffany off.
yeah,
and
I don't think Bo listens to
And
our,
they did not tell me they were going to do this.
Well,
I
think
caught them
she-
on my
She
ring
got in the
camera.
front seat and she was like, let's get Bo. And so she
he
did.
also parks in the driveway at his own risk.
Yes.
It's
By the
really
way,
their own
it's
fault.
still on his car.
Yeah. So I can't wait till that he goes
but
to the
he
car
doesn't
wash.
know.
I haven't told him.
Okay, so but I mean, he didn't look at it and go, roll his eyes.
No, he would probably. And he went to Discount Tire to get Ryan's tires. And I don't know if they were looking at his tires, but to be fair, you put a black one on and his tires, his rims and tires are, well, obviously his
Yeah.
tires are black, but it blends seamlessly.
So should we
does.
switch to neon or
I
we
think
want
it's
to
always
leave
got
it?
to be neon.
I think we got to go slow and steady with this one.
Okay.
I think it depends on how long you want it to go, but currently it's still on his
Okay,
tire.
well, we're going to circle back to that.
We also will have a video coming out of these.
Yes. Tiffany
this episode
is
airs.
Yeah.
so good
Yeah.
at this, and
I
it's
know.
so funny, you guys.
You can't hire her because she works for us for free.
Yeah.
As our social
So,
media
like
director.
Intel, don't try and offer Tiffany a job
Or
doing your
Stephanie.
social media.
or other podcasters that want social media.
Well, I mean, listen, if they're
She likes to
offering
work
a
for
good
free here.
price, I could, sideline. No.
No,
okay. All right, all right, all right.
absolutely
no
not.
moonlighting for you, my friend.
Absolutely
No
not.
moonlighting.
Okay.
What
All right.
would us and the twins do without you?
If you can't tell, this episode is about pranks.
Yes.
So we're gonna go through like all the pranks.
This is gonna be Diana heavy.
Very
Yes, I
Diana
am
heavy.
the
She
pranker.
leads. She is the lead prankster.
For now, but I think I got these two hooked on the pranking.
Yeah, I like to prank. I don't go out of my way to prank, but she always like reels me in, and I'm down. I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
Oh,
like
I was dying.
we'll be like I remember one time we were just like sitting around, and my kids were Camo was over at Diana's house, and she's like, I'm bored. You guys want to download an app and crank call people? And we're like, yay! I mean, it's
I love
funny.
a prank call.
It's fun.
It's so funny. You know the guy with like the headset?
The guy, yes.
Oh, he's got the headphones.
Yeah, the
Link
headphones, and he
what
doesn't
we're
say
talking
anything.
about to our. We'll post a picture.
I'll use
of
him.
Our guy.
I'll put him up.
Yeah.
I'll put him up.
So if you watch TikTok, I feel like you've seen it, but the Instagram's not heavy with it. And
No.
Instagram's algorithm is a little better. So if you're not watching pranks, you're not getting that one. But it's this guy and he's just like his face. It's just his face. He has wired headphones. And I mean, poor
It's
guy.
a video,
he's-
and he's just silently
He's
looking.
shirtless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, so college girls will call their parents from their own phone and be like,
FaceTime.
The parents will be like, why do you have my daughter's phone? Why
Yeah.
do you have my daughter's
And
phone?
he's just sitting there silent.
Yeah. And I'll just watch those on repeat. So I decided to get my mom, the kids and I got my mom with that. She was so mad. She kept texting her, something's wrong with Diana's phone. I'm crying, laughing so hard. I'm like, anyway, it's just funny.
It
There
is
are people.
funny.
Well, to be fair, Josie, my daughter, and her girlfriend pranked these two first.
That's where I got the idea.
Yeah.
And Diana kind of fell for it a little more, and Shelly knew
sure did.
immediately because I think you had their numbers.
Yeah, well, they had pranked me before from that same phone number, so it's either Josie or Avery's phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
Shout out for the pranks. Keep
yes,
them coming.
we love them.
Josie and this one particular friend, we do prank call a lot, and I am usually the goal is always when we prank call is how long can you keep the person on the phone, and I
Oh.
happen to be able to keep them on for a very very
Oh.
long time, but that's kind of what we try to do, and we call
Okay.
local businesses.
That's
and
a
such.
good gold standard. That's a good gold
Yeah,
standard.
you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
We'll
like
have to
it.
try it. Maybe the
Standard.
three of us could prank
Okay.
call.
I was thinking about like the fart spray.
We can do the fart spray, but should we talk about like we had a little business idea with the little pieces of poo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like your
love this
shit.
idea. I think our audience would love this.
Yes.
Okay.
Because their minds are also kind of sick like ours.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But what's the plan, kids? What are we
Like
gonna
you
do?
can. We will, us shit apples, we will personally deliver, at least here in Arizona. and like local and like super local, like if it's in a couple square mile.
I mean,
bar.
I'd mail it. I'd
but
mail
we
it.
can mail it too. But
Or we can travel. If you pay for our flights,
oh yeah,
We'll go
we
anywhere.
We'll
Yes.
stay at the Marriott and above.
We'll do
no,
a
and
sing.
above.
I'll
sing
sleep
and
in
a
my
dance.
car.
No,
I'll
I
sleep
won't.
in my car for a prank.
I'm very
Okay, I will not.
weird. Yeah, me and
will.
Tiffany,
not.
we need the Marriott and above. But we will hand deliver like pieces of poop to people that you hate, you know, or that you're just or love
beefing with.
or yeah, but like
You're
say,
a piece of shit.
Yeah, like you are.
Well, you can say whatever you want.
And we'll glue a little apple to the top of the poo and be like,
Yes.
"You are a shit apple because you keep parking in somebody's spot that you don't
Or-
belong in, or your kid keeps picking on my kid, or tell your kid to not pick on my kid, or something like that."
What about the penis tire cap? You're a dick.
Yep,
I love
We
it.
could do that, and we need to order middle fingers, like
Love a middle
F
finger.
you.
Oh, I love a
F you.
I also think
You're a
this could be
jerk.
universal. Like I think it could be like funny.
Oh,
You could personalize the message. So you could
Yeah.
It could be funny. It could be to your best friend. You're teasing them, whatever.
Well, because you know Diana always. Well, I think we always all flip each other off.
Hell yeah.
I love
And
a middle finger.
Diana, like, will say something, and Diana just writes the letters F and U. You know,
Capital.
and that just means Diana doesn't like to say I
That
love
means
you
I
to
love
her
you.
friends.
I
So
know.
she,
Instead, I say
That
F
means
you.
I love you.
she's like, you should just know. You just know. I'm here. It's you know. But so yeah, so it can be a friendly gesture too. But that's real, guys.
It's like
If
the
you
potato guy.
Diana showed me a video one time. A guy like literally writes a message. Like they'll say,
I've seen him.
Hey, I
He's
don't
a
like this
millionaire now.
guy because he verbally abuses. I'm going to go dark here. He verbally abuses his wife next door. You know, write him an anonymous letter and say, you know,
That's what the potato guy's doing?
I don't know.
I
I
feel
just-
like he should call the police.
Listen, I just
Not
went dark.
send a
Okay, how
potato.
about okay? I'll go back to the
Yeah.
Stop parking in handicap spots. How's
Okay.
that? Put your shopping carts back in the cart bin or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and because you can remain anonymous, but we will deliver them to them and be like, "You are a shit apple." Middle finger.
We'll
penis,
take a picture.
whatever
like
you want,
Like the Amazon guy
Yep.
to
Yeah, we'll be
prove
like
it.
the Amazon guys.
for sure.
We'll sing a song, do a dance. You can remain anonymous.
Yeah.
So
However you
DM
want
us
it.
who you want us to do this and Venmo Shelly 20 bones because that's
gonna-
what's happening.
This is our side hustle if the pod doesn't work
Yeah,
out.
you don't want
Make
our
some
kids to not go to
extra
college,
cash.
do you?
Yeah.
All right.
But
yes.
I'm sorry, I got really excited because I wanted to talk about the fart spray.
Okay, so there's the fart sprays. There's a lot of stories
There are
about the
so many fart spray stories.
So buckle up.
Where do you begin?
Where do you begin?
And
Okay.
we begin with Diana.
Okay. So
That's where- yeah.
it started on Easter.
Yeah, oh, that's
I feel
true.
like should we start with that story? That's
Start-
the
start with
OG.
Easter, yeah.
Okay, you tell the Easter story.
Well, we were at our friend Angie's, and her daughter Mackenzie were there, and so Angie's husband has like this big like man cave, like almost like a man mansion in the back with like these beautiful cars. He restores them, blah 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 blah. So all the men were back there like drinking beer, talking. I don't know about.
It was Easter, so it was all
Yeah.
just families.
Yeah. And so we were kind of, us women were on the, us women's were on the patio, and Mackenzie was like, I'm bored. Let's go prank them. And so she got fart spray, and we had never.
I had never seen it,
Yeah.
but wow, what a genius
You
idea.
fell in love instantly.
Diana
Instantly.
fell in love.
If you
Fell
even
in love.
fell in love.
And we all went in the
Well, there's like six of us,
cave.
like walking into a room we really had no business being in. So we walk in there, and Mackenzie is spraying it, and it's
The
like
daughter.
"Shh, shh." This is a big open like
Huge.
giant garage. So you probably only need 2 or 3 sprays to fill the entire garage. She squirts out 6 or 7. So it's very strong.
nasty.
Okay. And people start to
They
catch
start
a
backing
whiff
up.
of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, what? What's going on?
Yeah, and we had just walked in, so I slowly stroll up to my husband and I say, "Oh, my stomach!" And his face, his eyes get big, and he's like, "You're disgusting."
But wait a minute. He didn't just go, "You're disgusting." You know, like in an old fashioned movie, like where they're like,
slow-mo.
"I challenge you to a duel." He was like, "You're disgusting," and like whipped off.
like I'm the gross wife that farts in front of all the friends. Like he was more embarrassed that
He was mortified.
he was mortified. Like I
to
knew
have
I
seen
shouldn't have brought you to this Easter party.
I almost died. I almost fell on the ground laughing.
Oh my God.
That was
She's
the
so
funniest
uncivilized,
exchange.
people.
So uncivilized.
Oh my
like
God.
Like I've ever done that before, like as if this time. But I think he was like, "Why would you tell people your stomach hurts?" They know it was
just
you.
No, it's you.
I can't. So this was like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
I think it's 3 years.
It was a what? It was the ways
She
back.
threw herself on the sword. She's like, I'm
Yeah.
going to sacrifice myself
Oh my
for
God.
this.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
It was
like
very
I
funny.
sacrificed myself one time. Diana had Katie Brady in the car and she came to pick me up. And Diana's like, get the spray. Texting me, get the spray, bring it in the
Get the
car.
spray, get the spray.
And spray it. And so I got in the back seat and she's like looking at me in the rearview mirror. And I'm like, okay, it's time to spray it. And I sprayed a couple sprays. And I was like, oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. My stomach hurts. And Katie
And I was
Brady,
like-
she's so nice. She's like, Shelly, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. Should I go back? But anyway, and Diana's like, spray more.
I would have been like a rush. You're disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. You get
smelled
into a
so
car
bad.
and
But
you
like,
do that.
all I wanted was a reaction out of Katie. I'm like, what is wrong with her? She
I
needs to
know.
yell at Shelly for being
She's
so
so
smelly.
nice.
Oh, I would have been so grossed out. I would have been
Yeah.
screaming
Have
at
you?
you.
Oh, you have smelled it now.
Well, yes. Okay, we're
Yeah,
going to end with that.
But it smells. For those who don't know,
Yeah,
you
I had
can buy it
never
on
smelled it.
Amazon.
Yeah.
It doesn't even. It smells like vomit, dog poo, sewer, and
Barf all mixed together.
And death.
It's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's as if your inside's rotted and you've been
Exploded.
dead for years.
And you're
That's-
sitting out in the
so
sun.
nasty.
Yeah.
But if you want a whole dance floor to yourself,
Yeah, so shortly after this Easter extravaganza, I was going on a girls' trip to Austin with my high school college friend, my college friend, and we were headed to this friend's in Austin. So we're all together at this house, and my friend Aubrey is in the shower, taking a hot, steamy shower before we go out for the day. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to spray the fart spray in here, and it's a small bathroom. So like the vanities in the outside. So it's just like the toilet and the shower. So I go in there, I spray the spray and I close the door. It's steamy. And I don't even think there's a window in there. And she's like, oh, Diana, because we're sharing a room and a bathroom. And the other girls are on the other
She
side of the house.
immediately starts yelling at you.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. She's like, oh
Like
my
the
God,
steam
what
and
is
the
that smell?
death
Oh my
spray.
God. And then
I'd be
I
so
can hear her
mad.
open the shower.
So bad.
First of all, you guys are never allowed to poop with me in the room.
I
Ever.
would never poop with her, but she thought that I was pooping.
Nobody's
in
allowed to do that.
So she
Oh, she thought you were pooping.
she opened the shower curtain. She's like, why? What? How? Like, she was so confused.
I don't know why this tickles me so
So
much.
she gets out of the shower, and then she's telling all the girls at breakfast, and we're laughing. And anyway, so I put that fart spray in my purse, and I bring it because we're going dancing that night. Like we had a
Just
whole
got to get all the use out of it,
all
guys.
these. I don't like to waste.
She never wastes anything.
So yeah, we had like a whole boat day, and then we were going out.
A what
to,
day?
Like we were on a boat. Like
Boat, a boat.
And then so it's in my purse the whole day. And the girls don't know that, but now we're at the bar and it turns into a club. Now we're dancing and it's so crowded. Meanwhile, we're in our 40s, so we're, not the young people at the bar. And the bar is full of all these young college kids, young kids. So I'm like, I'm just gonna spray a little fart spray, clear the room, clear the area. So I don't like your sweaty body anywhere in my vicinity when I'm dancing. I like my own space. Okay, don't get too close when you're dancing. I
Did
don't
it
want your-
work?
Yeah.
Oh, it cleared it?
Yeah. we
So
cleared
what
it.
was their reaction? Like
People
as
were
it,
looking around. People were smelling it. They scooted, and then there we were dancing.
and so they just like these old ladies like crap their pants.
I didn't care. I'm never going to see those people. Never going
Their
to see those people.
colostomy bag exploded.
Exploded.
I guess that's what old people smell like. That's probably what they thought.
God.
Oh
I
my
can't believe you
gosh.
did. That's so funny.
Yeah.
You
I
guys,
did
she
it.
don't give
That's
a like
hilarious.
she does not care.
I
We
love
did
a
it
good
at Diana and I did it. We went to see. There's a group of us. We went to see Whitney Cummings for someone's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Amanda's birthday.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we went to a restaurant afterwards. And me and Diana are sitting at the edge of the table, and it's really hot because it's Arizona. It's hot, and then they have this dumb fans with the mist. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
And
those.
it's still just so nasty and
So
weird.
again, hot and humid climate.
And then Diana is spraying it under the table.
Oh,
and
my
like
gosh.
you can see the first time she sprayed it, like you could see the women's like, there's like a little tick
At
in their neck.
dinner.
They're like,
Yeah, tick in their neck.
But by now I'm already laughing.
We are dying laughing.
It's obvious.
We're dying laughing, and she sprays it again, and some gets on Brianna's leg, and she's like, What is this?" And we got busted. But
That's like getting sprayed by a skunk. Like,
It was
did it take
so
days to get
nasty.
out? Like,
Yeah.
did she had to use
I've
like
gotten
vinegar?
it on my hand before. You
a
legit
vinegar bath?
you wash your hand with lemon.
so nasty. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's just
It is fun. It's innocent fun.
So wait,
although
are we
you're-
telling the story about what we did to the kids?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it
I
was-
got the opportunity to smell the fart spray. All these stories I've heard, but I've never actually smelt the fart spray.
Yeah.
So Diana,
recently.
No, you tell the story.
no, but Diana, was it you? Whose idea was it?
Yours. I'm pretty sure it was your idea
No, I
because
don't
you
think
never
so.
smelled it.
You guys,
Who was it?
was it mine?
It might have
Maybe.
been.
I think
Anyway,
it was.
okay.
I feel so proud.
Yes.
Because I said let's lock
Rubbing
them.
off. She's
I'm
rubbing
rubbing
off
off
on
I
you.
said let's lock them.
So they're like, oh, okay,
Well, we're on spring break, and
we're
you guys,
gonna get the kids,
Yeah.
lock them in a room, and I'm gonna go get the fart spray. And so we're like, kids, we got to talk to you. Everyone, we're upset. Something happened here.
Yeah, they were like,
you got to
"What's
get in the
going
room
on?"
right
so
now.
we only had Kellen, Grace, Cameron, and your twins, your 5-year-old
Yes,
twins.
that's true.
Yeah.
And
so
I videoed this, not well, but you could hear the reaction.
it was a little Blair Witch project on the videoing.
It was. You might.
There was a lot of running and screaming,
But
just
yeah.
like the Blair Witch
And a little
Project.
bit of cursing from a 5-year-old.
and an adult woman.
Oh,
We-
I was saying-
but you shut the door. You sprayed like a good 3.
I sprayed 4.
And then she just pushes all the kids out of the way and guns it for the door and starts. And then everyone starts trying
They're
to
trying to
climb
get out
over
of
each
the
other.
room.
Shelly and Diana gun for the room. For the door, I'm stuck in the middle of the room, inhaling it with the twins. There's no way of getting out the door. We're all
Yeah, you
stuck.
were barricaded.
By the way, one of your twins was like, "I think it smells good."
No, he was saying, I think it smells
One said,
effing good.
Yeah, and then another one was like, "Oh, it still smells like shit in here." So 2 different opinions on the fart.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was Kellen that was like, "It's fart spray, run for your life," or something like that. It
Run
was
for
so
cover.
fun. Run for cover.
I'm gonna put that in your kids' Easter baskets. It was a big hit.
Hell no,
Oh
you're
my
not.
God, totally.
Hell no.
Yeah.
They loved
I'm not
it.
accepting Easter baskets from either of these two.
Just gonna be penis tire covers.
Oh, that could
and-
be something else to go along with the prank. Like when
Fart spray
when we
people?
deliver the shit apple,
you spray a little
we'll
fart
go have
spray
a
with
good
it."
day and
Oh.
run away.
I love that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Or we
Not
spray
bad.
it on the poo.
Spray on the poo. You can have the
pretty
poo in like a cute little gift bag, and there's when they open it up,
Like
it's just
Elle
poo
Woods
smell.
with the
It's just
perfumed
horrible.
letterhead. We'll have.
Oh my God,
We'll have
perfumed.
We'll have poop smelling.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Yes.
merch.
Oh my God, the
Or-
possibilities
feel
are
like-
endless.
A new business is born today, you guys.
There it is. No, listen, you guys. You know I love money. This is real. We're going to do this business.
I love it.
If a guy with a potato can do it, we're doing shit
Lisa,
apples.
we need you to build this into the website.
Oh,
Lisa.
yeah. Well, I'm not much of a pranker. I'm learning to prank now, and I do enjoy them, but it never is like Diana in the forefront of my mind. Like I was trying to rack my brain, like what pranks have I done, and not really. Like I was just gonna say the only thing I've ever done is with Kellen. Like when I try to wake him up, he won't wake up the first, second, third, fourth time. So then I go get my blower,
Like
like your
your-
yard,
Oh. Like the
your
gardener
blower,
blower.
the garden blower.
Yeah.
But I have an electric one that I use like a battery with.
Yeah.
So you just pop into
like
your
a
garage and
Ryobi?
get it like on a Monday morning.
Yeah, and so I go into his room and I turn the blower full blast and wake his butt up. And I video it too, so
I
I,
wanna
could
see
also
that.
put that on my
Oh,
socials.
please do.
But he usually ends up crying, so I'm pretty
Oh,
terrible.
what?
You're a monster.
Okay, to be fair, I've done it twice.
Okay. Well,
That is terrible. You are a monster.
I am a monster. I am a monster.
Not,
I'm
not to kill.
queen of all the monsters.
queen of all the monsters.
But I can't think of anything else. Like,
Well, what about like Uncle Ted?
oh, Uncle.
I don't know if that's a prank, but
Yeah, so I have two, well, I have twin 5-year-olds, and they are like naughty as can be. They're the naughtiest. I have 5 kids, and they're my youngest, and I have experience, and I know that they are naughty. So
The youngest are always the best.
They
by the
But
way.
they're
wouldn't.
so cute and funny.
They wouldn't listen to me ever, ever, ever. And it was Halloween time, and I have this hand that comes out that I put underneath my couch.
Yeah,
And
you really go all out for Halloween.
I do. I decorate for Halloween pretty intensely.
Yeah.
It might be your favorite holiday. Is it your favorite of the holidays?
And I mean, like Christmas is probably.
I mean,
but
Christmas is
I
good,
do
too.
love Halloween, and I like dressing up. I like costumes. Like, I love the whole
and you're
thing.
so good at the makeup.
Yeah, you do good.
But I have this hand, and one day they were like, "Who's that, Mom? Like, who's that under the couch? Whose hand is that?"
How long has this been going on? Like, how many years has Uncle Ted been in the?
Maybe like a year, year and a half, 2 years max.
Okay. So when they were 3.5, you started this.
Maybe 3.5, 4.
Okay.
Like,
Call
well, no,
CPS
maybe
on you.
4. No, I think 4. I think they were 4 because it was preschool. They were in preschool, and they only started preschool when they were 4.
Shelly and I have been trying to get those twins, one for each of us, for a long time. I think
Yeah.
this might be the way we get them. We call CPS.
Get 'em.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Get them.
Let's do that.
Come and
after
get
we
them.
wrap
You don't
up.
have to do that. You can just come and get them.
They're yours.
Save
they
the
were-
middleman.
They were like, who's that guy? And I was like, oh, that's Uncle Ted. I don't know why I said it. It just came out. I said, oh, that's my Uncle Ted. And they're like, well, did he die? Like, why is he on their couch? I'm like, yeah, well, he wasn't very nice. Like, he was a mean guy. He didn't like kids. He definitely didn't like kids that like curse or were naughty or didn't listen. He'd put up with kids that were like, well behaved, but he hated like naughty children. And one day a couch fell on him and killed him. And every Halloween his hand comes out kind of like the Wicked Witch of the West and the Wizard of Oz, her leg that was like out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
I've
mean?
never seen it.
Kind of like that. What? Okay.
Don't even.
We'll talk
start.
about that later.
Sounds terrible.
It's a good movie.
No.
But as I told them this, they were like mortified, terrified, and I saw.
So they wouldn't like walk by the hand. They
No,
were
they'd
like
walk
scared.
by it, but I started to use it as a punishment, like as a tactic, like, hey, like you can't curse. Uncle Ted will come get you because Uncle Ted didn't like naughty kids.
Okay.
Right.
So I would use it. I would use it a lot. Like I would, anytime they're out, they were like running the parking lot. I'm like, Uncle Ted's out there. Like I would just like use it to
God.
bring them back in, or like any way I could because nothing worked.
Yeah.
With them.
Right.
Nothing. So I started to like kind of overuse it a little bit. So then I started moving the hand. It would be like in my
It's
in my
really
closet.
an arm. It's not a hand. It's
I'm
an
sorry,
arm.
it's a full arm. So it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
hand
yeah.
and an arm.
Does it have like blood on it or anything?
Yeah, a little blood.
Oh my God.
It's very old. It actually used to move, but it's dead. Like it won't move.
Apparently, the couch fell on.
Well, no, but it would be fun because it would be like, it would move when you
That's
walk
cute.
by.
Maybe
Yeah.
you need to order a new and improved one for
No,
next year.
that's
Really
you could
terrorize them.
start your own business to help parents with Uncle Bed under the Ted.
Uncle
Uncle
Bed.
Ted under the
Uncle
bed.
Ted under the bed.
Uncle Ted under the bed.
I would
That's your-
move it under the
that's Tiff's new
bed. I would
business.
move it into the closet. But yes, I do want to have a book, kind of like Elf on the Shelf, where it tells the story of Uncle Ted. And instead of a doll, you have the arm and the hand.
Tiffany,
And you
that's
can move it
genius.
around. Don't
This
steal
is-
it.
I
Yeah.
already know who would buy, but there's parents out there like this. Like Val would
Psychologists would probably
100%
say
buy
it's
that book for
damaging.
her
They would
son.
frown upon it because
But
you're.
screw them. Do they have 5 kids? Do they have twins that are
By
from?
the way, are psychologists really,
Do
the
they know?
gleaming
Probably
beam
know.
of parenthood?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It works for me.
All right.
I
So
love it.
now the twins will use Uncle Ted towards each other, and my older kids will use, like when they babysit, they'll be like Uncle Ted, and they listen. And the twins will, like, if one twin steals something from the other or does something, it's like Uncle Ted, and then
Oh my
and then they'll
God.
stop doing it.
Okay, on spring break, when you guys were over right after the fart spray incident, one of the twins came out crying, and then you were like yelling at Kellen, like,
And he
Kellen,
jumped.
did you hit him? And he's like, no, I just said Uncle Ted. He was
That's
crying.
right.
Poor guy.
I
I'm going to
totally
save you,
get
Bo
this.
and Lenny.
Yeah.
Shelly and I are coming for you.
Oh yeah, you'll return
I'm
them
new
real
mama.
quick.
Call me new mama.
You will return them real quick.
I kind of get it because when Layla was little, believe it or not, was a bad girl. She was very naughty and very hyper and just obnoxious. I actually was going through hormone therapy to have Cameron, and I had big, beautiful Kardashian hair, but it was real. And it would fall out. And we had like this old crappy carpet, like even, when you vacuum it, it wouldn't come up. And Bill would like sit on the floor and like roll the hair. And he kept rolling, and he would save it, and he would roll it. And I had long hair too, like
Yeah.
yours, Tiff. And he would
This
roll
is
it.
post vacuum.
This is post vacuum.
I need to see that kind of vacuum you had.
Well,
It
we
did
had.
not
Oh,
work.
hello. We had a Dyson, which I've never bought one again until recently. I do love that animal stick. Anyway, but it wasn't a lot. Like over time, and we got this big, like long hair doll, and we called it a hair doll, and it looked
big long
so
hair
creepy.
doll. I think I puked in my mouth.
Yeah, and like Layla would go, "What's that?" And I go, "It's the hair doll," and she doesn't like bad little girls. Yeah, and she was terrified of it.
Creepy as hell.
Yeah, but it
Equally as
worked.
creepy as Uncle
Listen,
Ted, no?
You do what you got to
know.
do. I didn't have twins, so
A
I
hair
didn't
doll?
have a bloody hand. I
By
just
the
had
way,
hair.
By the way, Layla is an angel sent
Now-
from heaven.
100%.
But she was very a lot.
I hope you guys don't take this the wrong way, but clearly I'm the best parent here because I torture and traumatize my kids in other ways by shouting at them. This is a whole new
I do
level.
that.
Oh,
But
I
it
was
doesn't
gonna say, I
work.
do that too. It doesn't work. I
my
shout so
God.
much that it's like they're deaf to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. I feel like did Cameron have something?
Oh, there was this
remember you
documentary.
Oh my
on-
gosh.
On it's real. This lady would kidnap blonde kids and put them in her like blonde cult. I don't know what it is, but they called her the lady. And he I'm terrible about what I watch, and the kids walk in.
I mean, I'd kidnap
And he was
Camo.
like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh, that's the lady, and she doesn't like she doesn't like bad kids. She kidnaps bad little blonde boys." And he was terrified. But we would like call her. We would make fake phone calls, and we'd be like, "Cameron, I'm calling the lady right now. She's pulling up. Cameron, go get your suitcase. The lady's outside."
Meanwhile, I like call Santa. I'm like, I'm telling Santa on you. You're like, I'm calling
Yeah,
you
I
to
mean,
get
for real,
kidnapped.
like Santa didn't work anymore.
I would use the cops on my oldest. I'd be like, I'm calling the cops. And actually, I used that. Actually, I think it was yesterday.
Ryan?
Because no, on the twins, because one was trying to pull his pants on and show his friend his wiener. And I was
very
like,
common in
hey, you
kindergarten.
can't do that. As an adult, you get arrested. I'm gonna have to someone might call the cops on you. And they're like,
Why are they so
I go, and there's a
scared?
lot of Uncle Teds in jail. Let me tell you.
Oh my God.
Whole new level.
And hair dolls. The hair dolls are in the women's prison.
And the lady's there too.
The lady and
God.
the hair doll.
Any means necessary, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if these are pranks, but they're desperation tools.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I
'cause
feel like
I'm-
should we have done a separate episode on how to traumatize children? Like separate.
Maybe.
I win.
Maybe.
I win.
I don't know. The hair doll and the lady, those are. I never came up with a story to scare my kids. Not because they're well behaved. I guess I was scary enough myself.
I don't know,
My
man.
psychotic
I don't know.
episode.
I
was
have
scary
seen
enough.
Diana's scary look when she looks at her kids, and I was scared, but
See,
I don't
enough.
know.
And I feel like Stephanie can feel me.
By the way, I have that look.
I don't think
I
so.
am
You're too
scary.
sweet.
You don't know me well enough, obviously.
I don't believe it. I mean, now I see you in a different light, like a dark, demented way.
Yeah,
A dark, disturbed
That's who I am.
Uncle Ted way. No, I'm kidding.
you should know that about me.
Yeah. But did Kellen and Josie ever have any story? Like, did they have a person or a story? No.
Kellen and Josie are well behaved,
Oh,
and
yeah,
when
they-
you tell them
yeah,
to do
some
something, they
kids are
do it the
easy.
first time.
Yeah. I have a niece like that. When I was like, how come I mean, you just said it one time to my sister. She's just brushing her teeth. Like,
That's Josie. Yeah, that's Josie.
and her name is Josie, actually.
Oh, that's
She's
right.
the same
You guys
kid.
have to-
Should have
that-
named Layla Josie.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to make up hair
Well,
dolls.
now she's a good girl.
Yeah.
Cameron.
That's true.
That's a different Oprah show.
All right, what else? What else do you guys do?
Okay, so I
Queen
Yeah,
of
let's
pranks.
bring it back to a little bit
Queen,
lighter.
Queen of pranks.
Okay, I used to
What
like
else you got in your
really
toolkit?
my pranking. Well, okay, I did have this very good prank in college. Got done to me.
Oh.
So I lived with the fart spray girl, the college roommate. The fart spray girl.
I'm sure she loves that nickname.
That's her nickname.
Was that Aubrey?
On this
Yeah,
show.
Aubrey.
Oh.
So we were roommates in San Diego, and across from us. So we went to one college, and the people across from us went to a different university. So we
wow.
didn't know each other other than being neighbors. Well, they thought it would be funny to prank us, or they were horrible humans. I'm not sure. They were nice, so I think they were doing it to be funny. But they put an ad. So this was many, many years ago. They put an ad in the Penny Saver, which was like our local newspaper.
Do you remember the Penny Saver?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
okay, so it was an international. We didn't have that in Vegas, so I only knew about it in San
They
Diego.
had it in. They
Okay,
had it
well,
in
I didn't
They had it
read the
everywhere.
Penny Saver back in my
Everybody
younger,
had a local.
in my younger days.
Did
I
you
did.
so
steal it from
crazy.
your grandma?
That's so crazy. I forgot about that.
I did
People,
too.
you could put an ad.
Yeah,
like,
and
it's
it
so
was
crazy.
and it was cheap or free to do it in the penny. It was
was a
probably
penny.
pennies. So they put an ad like we have these, I don't know anything about subwoofer speakers, but they have these subwoofer speakers for, fractions on the dollar. Call this phone number between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. So every night, like for a period of like 2 months,
That
we would get these phone calls.
is
and,
amazing.
I was so mad. I was like, who is this? And finally,
So was it like at awful hours of the night? Like
awful
4
hours
a.m.?
in the middle of the night.
Terrible.
And you know me, I need my sleep. I'm like early to bed, early to rise. So it was the time before I was normally waking up. And they probably did that to us for 2 months. I don't know if we were at a party.
And you couldn't figure out who it was?
No. And I was like, you have the wrong
my
number.
God.
And they were
That
like,
might be the
"No,
greatest prank of
these
all
are the-"
time.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, it was so good. And
Look
I
and
was
see
so
if they
mad.
still have the penny saver. Let's do it.
I
It's
don't
called
think so.
Craigslist.
It's, now
Or
we have to
Offer Up.
put
Do they
on-
still have Craigslist?
I mean, it's free. You can be like, hey, call this
But
number.
okay, well, I don't want any creepy people. I would never, I don't hate anyone enough to put your phone number on Craigslist.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's terrible.
Anyway,
Wow.
so
Wait,
they
so
got
how
us-
did you find out?
So months later, we were at a party together, and they're like, "Hey, have you guys also been getting calls in the morning?" I'm like, "Yes, we're getting those calls too."
She's
And
so
he
like,
yes. He's hysterically laughing. I'm like, "You did this to us."
Did he have a crush on you?
No, I mean maybe on Aubrey, not on me.
How do you know?
I don't know. He wasn't like that friendly with me. He was getting all three of us, and we had another roommate. There was another girl, so it could have been one of the cute blondes,
Very
but it
creative.
wasn't me. Anyway, it
I
was.
wish
a
we
very
knew
good
him because I
prank.
bet he's been pranking people since.
I know.
I'll
He probably has
bet.
some
Probably got
very
some
good
good
prank
ones.
stories.
What's his name?
Oh God, I can't remember. I mean,
First
that was
and last.
Guy
20
calling.
And
years ago.
address.
But I will say, we got him back, and I'll make the story quick. We got him back because we had this vacuum. We were low budget college students. Someone gave us this vacuum, like, "Oh, do you want this free vacuum?" And we're like, "Oh, sure, we'll take anything that's free." Still till this day, I say. So you plug in this vacuum, and it's like. Like like you think it's loud. You've never heard something louder than this. Like something was wrong with the belt. So we like call this guy over, and all three of the girl roommates are saying, we're like, we can't figure out why the vacuum won't work. And the guy comes over, and he's like, "Did you try plugging it in?" I'm like, "Yeah, I tried that plug, but I don't know." So he's like, "It might be the outlet. Let me try this plug." I mean, he jumped so high when the vacuum. I was like, "You deserve that, you motherfucker!" Like,
That was your prank?
that was all we could come up with in the fight. But since then, I've honed in my pranks. They've
Yes,
gotten
you really
better.
have.
Yeah, but
You
that was
really
a good. If I still had that vacuum, I would get both of you, all three of you. In fact, it was so good.
I love
Not
that.
me. I don't vacuum.
It was like the old kind with the bag. Not me.
Bag, not the bag. You'd have to
Oh
get me
my
with an
gosh.
iPhone or something.
I also heard you prank people with food.
Oh yeah. So when
I've heard a couple.
Okay, really, there was this boss that I used to have in San Diego, and his office was right next to mine. So there's this like Persian restaurant in downtown San Diego, and for those of you who have ever had Persian food, it's very aromatic. I was trying to look for the right word. Very strong flavors and scents in there.
Yes.
And so one time I had leftovers, so I walking back from lunch, I popped it into my car. I was like, "Oh, have this for dinner." I got in my car and I was like, "Oh my God, it smells like diarrhea in here." It smells so bad.
yeah.
And I figured out it was the food. So then I was like, next time.
her light bulb
Yeah,
literally went off.
The
above
prank
her
light bulb
head.
went off. So I was like, I'm going to get someone with this. So the guy next
Like
to
things
me.
I would never think of,
Yeah.
by the way.
So my boss, one of my bosses was my supervisor next to me. So it was his office, then my office. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to next time we eat there. So I hid it in his office, under a chair.
This is your boss.
This is my boss.
Okay.
Like there was a head chief. He was the deputy chief. And then me.
Either
the,
brave or dumb people, we don't know.
Yeah, a little bit of both. So I hide it in his office, and I'm waiting. The smell is building in his office.
She's dying. She can't wait
I
for
know.
him to say
Well, because
something.
I didn't want to get. Would have been more appropriate if I got someone down the hallway that was my equal.
Yeah.
I went for the boss because
The
his
big
office
fish.
was right next to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she wants that immediate
I want
satisfaction.
to see how the
Got
prank
it.
plays
Of
out.
course, absolutely.
So 20 minutes goes by. I'm like, okay, I'm going to pretend I have a question on this case or whatever. So I go. So now I hear shh, is something spraying in his office. I'm like, what is he spraying? So I walk in there. Now his fan is blowing full blast. He's holding a can of Lysol.
That's
He's like,
awesome.
no, this smells not me. I don't know. It just smells weird in here. And I just start hysterically laughing. I pull out the food from under. He's like, I should have known. I should have known it was you.
Oh my gosh.
I was a pranker in the office. I got a couple people with that prank.
It's pretty good.
What kind of Persian food was it? Kubidi?
It was chicken and the kubi day and like they had this really good
She
rice
doesn't know
with
how to
like
say it. It's
berries
kubidi.
and it was a very good food, but terrible smell. Terrible smell.
As far as the Cuba day,
Kubi day.
I have never smelled a worse food in my life.
I don't even know if I know what you're talking about.
I don't think it smells bad
What
when
is it?
you're
It does.
eating it.
It does. It's
What is it? Like
terrible.
eggplant?
It's like
What
a,
is it?
no, it's
No,
a ground
eggplant
beef.
tastes
It's
good.
traditionally like ground lamb. Sometimes
Oh.
it's mixed with beef and lamb, but it's like a long skewer of ground beef.
Looks like a long
Delicious.
piece
It's
of
just
food.
the. I'm sorry.
Looks like a long piece of poop. A long piece of poopy.
But it's delicious. It's so good.
Bill loves it. And
I love the Persian room so
Most
much.
that's where we normally go. Most
I
people
love it.
love it. Like I know Stephanie
Stephanie
loves
loves it.
We had like a lot. Some of Vincent's friends were like, "That's where I went for my birthday," and they're just white kids. So
Yeah, I love it.
they're not. Well, I mean,
I
like,
didn't
they're
know
not
it was
Persian.
called though. I'm always just like that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I don't know actually
It smells
what it is.
terrible. I remember when Bill and I worked together before we were married. Him and the guys would go get the Cuba day, which we were told it was Kubidi
By
to
a
this
dum
day.
dum who
Kubidi?
doesn't know how to pronounce
well,
it.
to be fair, he's Indian. I thought he was. He didn't know. Anyway, so they would walk in with it. They would all the guys would walk together and go get food, and they'd walk in, and I'm like, oh, damn it. And I'd have to literally leave
Okay,
the
so
room.
you're smelling the return of the food after it's
No,
been
they
out-
brought it in.
Yeah, that's not going to smell good. I could have told you that.
I wonder
but
what it is.
Fresh
Terrible.
on the scene. I don't know.
Something
But even
fermented in
Stephanie
there, or
said
what?
No, I think it's like
she knows
onions
that
and-
people don't like it because of the smell.
Yeah.
Like it's not a great smell, and I think that's my jam. Like I
I
won't
mean,
eat curry. I don't like.
What about
ginger.
eggs and like egg salad and all that? That
Okay,
stinks.
other than eggs,
And tuna.
other than tuna, I like.
What else,
this.
guys? What else we got?
So yeah, she likes white people smells, not ethnic people smells.
What?
No,
The
I've-
fruits, Duran fruit or jackfruit stink.
I
You
don't
open
know
them
about
up.
either
Like
of
Duran
those.
Duran.
I don't know
They
what a
have their own
Duran
fruit.
is, but
They were pretty popular.
I've seen jackfruit. That's like a big vegetarian.
Some of those fruits are wild. I've tried. You try to buy a weird one. You open it up. Like I always make bow cuttings. I'm like, I don't even know how to approach this thing.
Yeah.
And they taste kind of weird. They smell different. There's so many different.
So
I
much.
didn't know
Idols out there.
fruit smelled bad.
Yeah.
Jackfruit and Duran.
Is it the
fruit.
peel or the skin? I don't actually know.
It's
Where would
inside.
you
we
get
hide-
a Duran fruit?
Look at Diana's brain is working over
I
here.
know. I just got.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Huge.
I did get a friend in high school. I was really mad at her because she left. So we used to run cross country in high school because we didn't want to take PE. So she like ate a banana that morning and then left it in my car. I grew up in Vegas, so like Arizona,
Yeah.
it gets hot and all the windows rolled up. My whole car smelled
Stunk.
like banana, like rotten banana. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this girl back.
Oh.
I sure did. And I don't know if I want to share what I did to get back, only
Yikes.
because we're going to get
Excuse
somebody
me.
with this prank.
So you don't want to
We
share.
all, we all looked up in the air like, what's going on?
Who are we getting?
We were going to get Layla. We were going to get Layla.
Oh, yeah.
Does
Well,
Layla- is
Layla's
Layla an
not
avid
listening.
listener?
No.
Okay. So I was like, I'm going to Oreo her car.
And
It
by the way,
wasn't-
Layla, you're punished for not listening. Go ahead.
so Oreoing a car wasn't like a thing, but
I don't know.
you
what
just
this
get
is.
like Oreos and you untwist them and you stick them all over
Stick
someone's
'em?
car. They
Oh
stick
my
like
gosh.
glue.
We
They're
do
amazing.
need to make sure that delicious filling, cream filling,
Well, I
does
used
not ruin
hydroxys. I didn't
paint.
have an Oreo budget in high school. Okay, I just used
Hydroxys.
But also, yeah, like that's what you did in high school. When you went to a sleepover, you would TP somebody, or you would do the shaving cream. Did you ever do shaving cream?
on what?
Like
car?
on
Like,
anything,
on-
cars,
yeah, like cars, but that ruins your
but
paint.
It ruins. One time we did shaving cream and it got all over someone's driveway and it like stained it or whatever.
Yeah.
And so my friends, I was like, I wasn't there, but I was there, and they scrub it. They had to scrub it all off for like days.
They got caught by
Wow.
the
They got
people.
caught.
Oh, now I would. That's too risky with
But do
today's day.
people TP? They still do.
Yeah, they do in my
Yeah, in,
neighborhood.
in Diana's neighborhood, they do.
Yeah, actually, my
This
neighbor
little
got
group
TP'd,
of
actually.
hooligans.
Yeah.
I could do a whole episode on those people.
Oh, and we will.
yeah,
And we will.
yeah. So,
What else, kids? Anything else?
Anything else? I can't think.
What about your
Any
clown
other?
story? I feel like you were telling me that.
Which
Oh,
one?
I had a friend that he literally back in the day, I didn't know about dollar stores or anything like that. And he went in and he bought a ceramic or porcelain, I don't know, ceramic clown at the dollar store. So you can imagine how weird and creepy it looked.
Yes.
And he would he would come over and he would put it in my house.
I love it.
Like in a little weird place or something. I was like, oh my God.
This clown is following me like Chucky.
Yeah, and like I would put it in the drawer, and I think Bill was in on it, and he would like tell him, like when he came over, he's like, it's in her desk or whatever, because I was like, oh my God, I should break this, I should burn it, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, he would do that. That could really freak people out. You know,
I'm going to do that. That's actually
it's not a
good
bad
one.
idea. And then when I finally caught on, then our prank was we took the clown and we hid it in each other's house to see where they could, kind of like you and me, like we go into like their closet or somewhere silly or whatever, but we take pictures. But I would go in and place it somewhere
Mess with
silly.
stuff. Yeah.
So
That's
they'd go,
funny.
I had a friend do that
Oh.
too. Like would steal knickknacks out of my house and slowly they'd be disappearing and then they'd be like in their house. But I never
Did you
never
notice
knew.
when you went
Eventually
over?
I think this person had to start taking photos. I can't remember and like sending them to me.
Whoa, did he also cut out letters from a magazine and mail them to you?
It's possible. It's
Sounds
possible.
like a psycho.
This person probably
might-
has some psychopathic tendencies.
Okay. I'd
No
love to have
longer
him
in
on the
my
pod.
life.
Him or her on the pod.
But yeah, kids, we have to like spice up life, you know?
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
it fun.
yeah, I
mean-
think that's nice of Diane. Not nice, but like
It is
fun.
nice
Really
of me.
sweet. It's
Well,
really
no,
nice.
no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant a better word. Like I think it's like super fun. You know,
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
tell
it's,
you what. People who don't like, I would never prank someone that I didn't adore.
Right, that's true.
Because yeah, it's a gift to be pranked by me.
It's a gift for you, really.
It's a gift for me and for you. And for you.
That's true.
Consider yourself special if you've been pranked.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I agree with that too. I think it's fun. It's always in good spirit. I mean, she's not
Yes.
throwing poopy at your door.
I'm not a mean pranker. I'm
no
a funny pranker.
Yeah, you really are.
It's not like, oh, I slapped your face. Ha ha, that's a prank. That's not a prank.
No, not
That's
at
just
all.
mean. Yeah.
Not
and
at
if you
all.
hate fun, don't unsubscribe. Don't
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
Right.
If you're look and see how many followers we have right
If
now.
you're allergic to fun, unsubscribe.
yeah,
Yes.
we'll see how many of you are there.
I
And
did-
by the
oh.
way, it lets us know who unsubscribes. So
Speaking of
Don't
hating
try
fun,
us.
so Arash went to college with this guy that lives in Arizona, and when he used to be a big avid Coors Light drinker,
Yeah.
but then he moves here and he's like, oh, I only drink microbrews. I only like microbrews. You know, this beer and that beer. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but like 2 years ago, you were drinking Coors Light pretty religiously.
it's a banquet beer.
It's a banquet beer,
Yeah.
and you loved it. So don't. That's fine if you don't like it anymore, but don't pretend you didn't used to like it
Right.
just
Yeah.
a few years ago. So every time we went to his house for dinner, Arash and I would just bring one Coors Light bottle and just put it in the side door or whatever, you know, because he
He'd
was kind
find
of the chef of the house, so he was
Yeah.
always managing the refrigerator. And I just he did catch us like on the 5th time, but yeah, I
That's
left.
awesome.
Cute. See,
Yeah.
that's fun. Funny stuff.
All right, everyone, it's time for our cocktail hour and our You Know What I Hate.
Yay!
Stephanie brought us these beautiful cocktails.
Caipirinhas.
Somebody tell me what they're called.
Caipirinhas.
Caipirinha. They're a Brazilian drink that she used to make and drink. Because over this weekend we went out and we were talking about our drink of choice, especially if we're hungover the next day or while
Yeah.
we're drinking or whatever. And she mentioned this one, so she was kind enough to make it.
Oh, that's actually really. It tastes like honey.
Shelly's
I was
not a
just
big-
getting ready because I don't drink alcohol.
Oh yeah,
It tastes almost like
this
honey.
You guys,
is
should
wonderful.
we race?
Is there honey in this?
Should we race and see who
Should
can
we
be done
chug?
first? Yeah.
It's delicious.
You'll win.
I
Yeah.
can't.
Shelly's a big chugger, but
I am. There's alcohol in this.
No,
it's delish.
nothing.
Just so good.
Just a splash.
Well, the people that are listening are probably loving that.
Yeah.
We had our You Know What I Hate,
It's a
like
beautiful
chopping and
drink.
and we're
You should have
doing it.
saved that, but you want to know what I hate.
It's lovely. Oh, I
Yeah,
should
it
put
is
over
quite
there.
delicious.
So we are going to do our You Know What I Hate, and it's me today.
All right,
Yep.
let's hear it.
And it's a big one. It's
This
controversial.
is a controversial one. It's going to send Diana through the roof.
But you know what I hate? Diana?
No, I don't. I do. I do know what you hate, and I hate that you hate it.
I hate Trader Joe's.
Boo.
I hate it. Although I am turning a corner, but I do still hate it. I do still hate it just because, for the simple fact, the parking lot is terrible. All the
I don't find
locations.
our parking lot
Yeah.
terrible.
We have a great Trader Joe's.
Yeah, maybe the best in
We do
world.
have,
Yeah.
as far as parking, as far as location, that one is the best.
Okay.
So we are spoiled. But if you go to any other Trader Joe's, you will notice there are 3 parking spots. It's in a very busy area. So there's never anywhere to park.
Okay.
You know, it's just
And
terrible.
they do love a small store. Like they could expand a little, but I think that's part of their marketing charm.
She likes to call it charm. I don't find it charming. But when you walk in, you're greeted, which I hate. I
hate when
small
people say
talk.
hello.
I basically want to be invisible.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. When I walk in the store, I want to be invisible. I
want
want
you
to
to be
shop in peace. I don't want you to ask me if I need help, if I'm finding everything okay. I just like
Well,
to
maybe
come
you
get
look
be anonymous.
so confused because like everything's new to you. So they're like,
I am
oh,
so
she's-
confused. I
yeah.
never know what to
Because
buy.
they never ask me that, but I know exactly what I'm going.
Well,
there
you're
for.
on a mission, dude.
Yeah.
You're on a mission. I go in there like a deer in headlights
It is
kind of look.
confusing. I agree.
I
They're
always
probably elbowing the other employees are elbowing each other. We got a new one over here. We got a fresh
they
new
know.
customer.
They know.
Fresh
And
meat.
everything I pick up and try, I don't like. It's never good. I must pick the wrong stuff.
Yeah, you
But I
do.
will say that Diana did purchase a bunch of things, and
For
I
Bo's
loved
birthday.
I loved 99% of them.
What didn't you like?
Well, I guess my thing too that I'm weird about is like Trader Joe's likes to claim that they're healthy
I
and
don't
this
think
and
they
that.
claim that.
I think they just claim that they're different, right? What's their thing?
I don't know.
I
What
don't
their
know,
thing
'cause
is.
I
A
don't-
lot of the major brands make food like their bottled water is really Crystal Geyser. It just has the Trader
it's
Joe's label
terrible
on it.
water.
Got
It's
I think they
the
just try to
worst.
do like a more quaint small store because it started in California, I believe. It's like a West, so it was just like first like a fruit
a
and vegetable
local-
stand, local,
Yeah.
and then it sort of
It's more like
expanded.
an organ store, doesn't it?
Maybe it was. Maybe I'm wrong. It didn't start in California.
I don't
but-
know. It just
Listen,
feels very.
Diana bought a few things that I will have her repurchase for me. I won't actually go to the store to purchase them,
No,
but
I'm gonna
when
take
she
you with
sends a
me.
quick text, "Hey, I'm going to Trader Joe's," and be like, "Will you pick me up that? Will you pick me up that?"
I'm gonna walk you through.
I know. I need a walkthrough.
Yeah. Because there's some things I buy. Now, I love Trader Joe's and that was like the store I started shopping at when I was in college. It was small, it was manageable, it was easy to figure out. So then I just sort of kept going, but I will say some of their ingredients are shit.
Yeah.
Like they use seed oil and everything.
Sure.
So I have now that I pay attention to that stuff, I'm like, "Oh, I can't buy those anymore. I can't buy this anymore." But that used to be a main staple of my household groceries.
It still is.
It still
though.
is.
It's a lot. I do a lot of Costco now. Sometimes I throw in Sprouts, but I just hate
Sprouts.
Fries and the big grocery store.
Oh my God, Fry's
Turn on
is
the
the
lights
best.
all the way.
Oh my God.
There's old people everywhere.
How dare
The
you.
carts are giant. There's so many
I
choices.
hate grocery
Carts are
shopping.
giant.
I hate it. My husband
How else am I
loves
going to
it.
put Cameron in a cart? Listen, with Trader Joe's, they do have this frozen in gnocchi that my son adores, that Diana introduced him to.
I sure did.
They do have delicious peanut butter cups and dark truffles, and they have a lot of makeup dupes. That's why I go there. Really,
and their
is the makeup
products are
dupes.
cheaper. Like their
Yeah.
peanut butter, they're organic,
Oh,
only
I don't
salt
know.
and organic
I love
peanuts.
that.
Are just it's like cheaper than the groceries. It's
Yeah.
cheaper than Jif. You know?
Jif.
Jif, Jiffy, whatever it's called. Whatever, Skippy.
I
whatever
like how
people-
when you check out, like you're like it gives like Dutch Bros vibes.
It
It's
totally
like-
does.
They're like,
What you got going on today? And I'm like, absolutely nothing. And don't ask me and don't look at me. And I don't know how to answer that question. Like it stresses me
Not
out.
me, I'm there helping
I start
Dad.
sweating.
I'm like, ooh.
it is very confusing. Like they pause. Like, are you gonna bag it or am I? I'm
Yeah, I
like,
don't know how to act. I don't know how to
yeah.
act.
Just like a regular person.
Yes.
I'm not. I can't. I don't know how to.
But a lot of their products are from like Canada, and a lot of their like pastas are from Italy. You know, like not all of them, but a lot of them. That's
Yeah.
why you get Trader Giotto, and you know,
What is
I
that
don't
real?
even know
Yeah,
this. Is this
You
a
better
thing?
stop.
Yeah.
It's Trader Giotto.
like on the label. I think they,
She knows too much.
I think they got sued
She
for
knows
a hot
way too
second. And
much.
the Asian food section is called like Cao, Trader Cao. It's a little, racist maybe, but anyway.
They do have these cute little quiches, or what are they?
The little frittata.
Frittatas. Those are pretty good. I don't make them myself.
Again,
but when
I need a
go to-
walkthrough.
Yeah.
I think if I got more comfortable with the store, because I don't know where to go, and then I'm like, this is it. There's like 4 aisles, and then what am I supposed to get here?
There's no
I-
Diet Coke. What am I? I don't
and
even need to
when I
go
shop,
there.
I have to be efficient. I go to one place,
Yes.
one maybe two. Like,
Yes,
that's it.
And I'm not saying it is, but their toilet paper looks one ply.
It probably is.
Yeah,
It's probably like eco-friendly.
I can say
Yeah, I
I've never
don't
bought
want
their
you-
cleaning products. I have bought their toothpaste.
What'd you
before.
say?
I've
No
never
good?
purchased.
Oh.
I've never used them. So
Okay.
I only go for the fake Takis for Josie.
Right. She likes those better than real Takis.
Yeah.
but I think Stephanie's kids also like those better.
Yeah,
Really? What the heck?
that's it.
Are those going in the lunchbox? Yeah. All right. Sometimes. Yeah.
Look who's excited.
Yeah.
We converted
She got a
another.
fellow
We got
TJer.
another follower.
Oh
If
my
anyone
God.
wants a private walkthrough, I'm happy to.
Where do you
escort
shop, Tiff?
I mean, so like Costco, probably once or twice a month. I try to limit
Yeah.
going there because I also
Yeah.
hate going there, and then it's always like $10,000.
It's 10 million, yeah.
And then either Fry's. I sometimes go to Safeway. I sometimes go to
I
Walmart. I
hate
like
your
pickups.
Safeway.
I like pickups. I don't even like to
yeah.
step
Well, yeah,
foot
you
into
have-
a grocery
yeah.
store.
Yeah.
I don't
get
like
it.
to. I just
I
don't
hate
ever
it.
trust the person handling my groceries. One, did you wash your hands? Are
Well,
you
yeah,
a clean
I
person?
don't like what they're going to pick. Like,
Yeah.
if
I
I
don't
get
care.
bananas, I am very specific about my bananas.
I don't care.
I'm also that annoying
If I didn't have to
person.
go in the store, great.
I'm also that annoying person that's like, what's the salad with the last date, the newest
Yeah,
date? So I'm
same.
digging in the back.
Yeah,
The milk, the
I
yogurt.
don't care.
I want the
I,
freshest.
The fact
I
that I
like
didn't have
going
to-
grocery shopping, but it fries. I hate your guys. I'm looking at you,
I
Stephanie.
hate Safeway too, but sometimes it's
That-
right there.
I know,
and
I
we
get
live
it.
by Safeway. You
I
don't.
know.
So I don't know
Can
why
they
you
just
would go to
remodel
Safeway.
it and turn the lights all the way on?
Are you talking about fries or Safeway?
All of them.
Okay, fries has been remodeled and the lights are a little brighter, which I don't like. And but I don't like that they have a clothing department there.
That's
That
the
is
only,
crazy.
That's the
No,
only
but
good
You
part.
guys have bought in clothes there.
I haven't
have.
bought.
I know you have. Whatever, man.
Bought in a word.
Have you bought clothes from there?
Um,
Confess.
no,
have.
I would tell you if I have.
You
bought-
you two were together, I thought.
Well, I've been there more than the one time.
Oh,
To
she
buy
got
clothes.
like
I
her
bought
Santa
clothes.
suit.
I got a Santa jumpsuit
Yeah,
with
it
a
was
cat
so
on
cute.
it that I wore to like an ugly Christmas
Aren't you
sweater.
glad they had that there?
100%.
Yeah.
Wasn't it convenient you only had to go to one store and not 20?
100%. That's why I went
Trader
there.
Joe's ain't selling that shit.
No,
Truth.
it's
True
very
story.
Mervyn's-esque though. If I wanted
It
those
is
clothes,
I
I could
love
go to
Mervyn's.
Mervyn's.
Sometimes they have a good basic. They got great socks. You need a sock day at school thing. They got the socks.
Oh,
you
the
need.
funny socks.
Funny
I was gonna
socks.
say
Oh,
nobody
okay.
wears.
No one wears hot
all
dog
about-
socks.
Yeah. So I'm a fries gal. I agree with you. TJ's is weird.
I'm slightly hating it slightly less by like 2%.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You turned a little corner there. Will I shop there regularly? No, I will never.
Okay.
But I can see why others maybe.
But good
like it.
makeup dupes and lotions and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
have. I don't wear it, but that Sol de Janeiro stuff. They have the Brazilian
Oh, you're
nut.
not 12.
I'm not 12. Believe it or not.
You're not in middle school?
But it does smell. They have that, and I believe it smells better than
Yeah.
the Sol de Janeiro. And they have.
Well, Bo is loving all of his products.
Oh, that's
Loving. So I'm going to have to
How
go
was
back
the
and
brittle?
replenish.
How was the brittle? I want to know how your
I love
plain
peanut
snacks
brittle,
were.
yeah.
The brittle
how
was I
Yeah.
needed more peanuts.
Okay, I've never tried that.
See,
That
I
was
want peanut brittle without peanuts. Does anyone know how to
Then
just
you'll
make
love
brittle?
the Trader Joe's one because
Oh,
it's mostly brittle
sweet.
without peanuts.
Okay, tell me what product did Bo like, or what were
He
some
likes
of
that really heavy
the lotion.
lotion?
in the
Cream?
tub because he
Yes.
has very dry skin.
Okay.
He loves the peppermint knockoff of the Bragg's
Oh, body wash, the
body
Castile
wash,
body.
the Castile. I can't remember what else he got.
I
though.
thought Castile.
Oh,
was
I've
the
been using
washer.
I've been using the sunblock on the kids in Florida. I use it because it's like not
Clear.
greasy and,
yeah,
and
easy
Yeah.
to rub in, sweat proof.
That's dupe for goop.
goop for goop.
Dupe for goop. Invisible.
He ate all the snacks, all the treats, loved
Okay,
them.
yeah. And I love that they're not like a jumbo size because if I have a jumbo size at my house, I will definitely eat it. And so it's nice sometimes to I'm like, oh, I'll just eat the whole bag as one serving.
Hell yeah. So guys, we're gonna add something else to the end of
Yeah.
the episode.
Yes.
What do you got for us,
So
Shelley?
get your drinks ready. I picked
Mm-hmm.
out a good one. We have positive poo thoughts that I bought in a very fancy store. And we just wanted to end, other than, don't be a shit apple and raise shit apples. We thought every once in a while we could throw out a positive affirmation.
Okay.
So here you go,
Are
guys.
these
Let's get-
affirmation poos? Is that what this is?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
affirmation poos.
Okay.
So get your drinks ready, and we're going to
Oh,
cheers
we're
and
cheersing.
sign off.
Okay,
of course we
let's
got
do
to
this.
cheers to these beautiful.
Hurry up! Diana doesn't have much liquid to cheers
oh my
with.
God!
How come I'm called the lush? Look at this one over here.
See,
Hurry up before it's gone, Shelley.
I'm a fast drinker.
This drink is empty. Okay, you guys.
Don't try to threaten me with a delicious beverage. You know I'm going to drink it.
Positive poo. I like my thoughts. How I like my whiskey, or what's this called?
Rum.
No, the drink. Like I like my caipirinha.
Oh.
Always glass half full.
Okay.
Love it.
Yay.
Cheers.
I don't live my life like that, but I love it for now.
Clink, clink.
And bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for
Signing off.
listening.
Thank you.